Alright, I'm just gonna go straight into this. Like, I'm just, no intro, nothing. I'm just gonna go straight into this because honestly, this Raw was not all that good and it was very disappointing. Because after you saw The Undertaker last week, you would think that it was actually going to be a decent Raw. They had its moments, don't get me wrong. This Raw did have its positive moments. But good grief. It's supposed to be the road to WrestleMania. Come on, dude. Not to mention the Elimination Chamber is 2 weeks away. But the thing is that for the intro, it was way, way, way too long. Triple H was there far too long to say the same thing that we've already known for a very long time. We know that he is going to be involved in the streak again. Now, I know that in my past videos, I was saying how honorable it would be to have Triple H be the one to put out The Undertaker, or have somebody that he's wrestled with to put him out, like Kane. But honestly, I was wrong. I was wrong about Triple H being the one to put him out. I was wrong. Completely dead wrong. If I ever said it, I was wrong. And the reason why is because it really should go to somebody whose career really needs it. I'm not going to say that this person has the caliber to actually put, or be on the same level that is, to actually put out The Undertaker. But it should go to somebody with a fresh face. It shouldn't go back to all these legends. Which leads me to HBK coming back next week. Why in the world are they literally depending on their legends to hold the show? Why? You have all of this talent. These wrestlers that have the ability to be main eventers. For example, Dolph Ziggler. He's been a great heel as of late. He's improved in the best that I've ever seen him was when he was actually talking to Mick Foley. He's improved highly as a heel. He has the potential to be a main eventer. And The Miz was a main eventer. For crying out loud, he's great at what he does. He's an ultimate heel. He's the ultimate heel of this generation. But they're not making him shine. They're like literally pulling him back. Why? Why are you bringing back all these legends? Why are you bringing back HBK? I love HBK, but I don't want HBK to come back. I don't. The Attitude Era is long gone. You can't bring it back. Let it die. Try to do something with the PG era. Make it better for those like me that wants to see it not watered down and mediocre. Come on. And then another thing that really pisses me off even more is AJ and Eve being involved in a really good feuds. For example, Daniel Bryan versus The Big Show. Why are we seeing this match again? We've seen it 1,000 times, and for crying out loud, we're going to see you in pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Why are we seeing this match again? The good thing about that match is that it didn't end. It actually didn't go over cleanly. It was kind of interrupted and went on. But the fact that AJ is in the middle of this thing is pissing me off. There is absolutely no significance for her character to be there. There is no significant transition with any of the characters, with the Big Show or Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan doesn't give a crap about her, and we know that. So why is she involved? She's not a major player in that feud, so she should not be involved at all. The same thing with Eve. Zack Ryder is gone, and he's not coming back for months. So why is Eve even here? Why is Kane stalking her? Why is Kane afraid of himself? And why in the world have we not seen John Cena? And the thing about it is, like, John Cena, him becoming a heel has been a huge tease as of late. It has been a major, major player in this feud, and he's not there. All we see is vignettes of him being, rising against hate or whatever of the things that he's done to try to promote WrestleMania, but he's not there to promote WrestleMania. There's probably another reason why he's not there, but regardless, I am tired of seeing these little snippets, these little clips or vignettes or whatever of John Cena. I'm tired of it. I really am. Find something else that's new. And I'm really tired of the whole Rock and John Cena feud, because you know that when things get pumped up far too much, it gets bad. It gets mediocre and it gets stale. Like, it never fails. When you overhype something, there's too much expectation for it, and then if there's too much expectation, there's so much room for it to fail. So they really need to back off on this match, because so far at WrestleMania, that's all they got. So if that fails, WrestleMania fails for right now. But anyway, that's a whole nother video in the making. So I'm going to move on to the actual matches. The sad thing is that you know that the Divas division is going down when the commentators don't even announce you at the end or don't even care about the outcome of it. I mean, yeah, they say Tamina wins and then that's it. They don't notice the fact that Beth is looking at Tamina and Tamina's looking back at Beth, and they're actually interested in one another to have a decent feud. Nobody really announced that. Nobody really cares. So that lets you know the Divas division is definitely going downhill. But I'm hoping that with Beth Phoenix and Tamina and their feud will actually kind of bring up the Divas division a little bit more until Karma comes back. But who knows when that'll happen. But honestly, there was a few moments that I actually did like and actually found comical. I have to say that the tag match with the Great Khali and Randy Orton there and Cody Rhodes, Mark II. But anyway, Cody Rhodes, I am, like, seriously, it's always great to see Cody Rhodes. It's always awesome to see Cody Rhodes. I don't even care who his partner was. But just the fact that Cody Rhodes was there was awesome. But that did not make the awesome moment for me. That was awesome, but that didn't make the awesome moment for me. The awesome moment for me was the fact that Randy Orton was pissed when he got tagged in. And you can tell he was pissed. He's like, what are you doing? I mean, I thought that was so funny. Because that made me really think back of what he did to Kofi Kingston. And then what he did to Mr. Kennedy. And how all the backstage politics he played once he got screwed. And I was thinking, like, I'm going to get you fired again. Like, you know, that just kept popping in my mind. Because Randy Orton's that big of a baby when it comes to certain things like that. So I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, my moment of the night, which beats the main event by far, was what CM Punk did to Chris Jericho. Like a pimp. He walked up in there with a mic in his hand. Didn't even have to say a word. Dropped the mic, turned around, showed him the back. Look at what it says, player, not RVD. I'm not doing RVD, but I'm like, you know what I mean. The back of his shirt. That's all he did. And like a pimp, he walked out. Didn't say nothing. I loved it. That was probably my best segment of the night. I loved it. I didn't even care about the main event after that. Like, seriously. The main event, you know, was the main event. Like, I already knew that Chris Jericho was going to win. It was so predictable to me. It kind of took me right out of the match. Don't get me wrong. It had momentum. It had fluidity. It was really great in the middle. But then as time went on, it just started getting slow as molasses. And I just kind of got really taken out of it. So I really didn't care much for the main event. Besides, I knew that Chris Jericho was going to win. I mean, for crying out loud, that's a given right there. But anyway, the one thing that I could possibly say is that pisses me off a little bit more is the whole John Laurinaitis thing. Now, John Laurinaitis is pretty much in review. So why in the world is he even there? And then why do we even care whether or not he is going to do this or that? We don't care. And then having David Otunga come out on his behalf was dumb. Not only that, Sheamus is constantly being involved in meaningless filler matches. For crying out loud. The man won the Royal Rumble. Give him a little bit of respect. Have him feud with Daniel Bryan. Have him in that triangle so we can knock out AJ. It makes sense. He's a Royal Rumble winner. He should be going after the world title, which he's going to go after. And for crying out loud, get AJ out of there and put Sheamus in. It would make sense and it would actually hype up his career for WrestleMania. But for crying out loud, they constantly keep putting these women in these feuds that happen to be really good. Alright. Now, regardless of the filler match that Sheamus has been in, regardless of these stupid chicks being involved in feuds they don't need to be involved in at all, and then the main event, you know, there were some positive points. Like, I really laughed when Randy Orton, like, just blew a gasket and threw a tantrum in the middle of the ring. And then I also really kind of marked out seeing that segment with CM Punk and Chris Jericho. And besides my whole little moment that I had with Cody Rhodes, good gravy. I guess I'm going to be nice and actually give this a C-. I'm not going to say it's totally bad. It's just the fact that I'm tired of seeing WrestleMania segments with only The Rock and John Cena in them. And with the whole thing about the Triple H and Undertaker thing, good grief. I mean, enough is enough. So I'm definitely giving it a C, and I'm being nice. I'm giving it a C minus, that is. I'm giving it a C minus, and I am definitely being nice on my verdict. Seriously, very nice. But anyway, that's my verdict, and I'm sticking to it. What are your comments about what happened to Raw tonight? Do you think it's a monstrosity like I think it is? Do you think that it was like the greatest thing since sliced bread? What do you think? What is your verdict about Raw? Leave your comments below. Give me a video message if you'd like to send me one. Tell me what you think, because honestly, I think that this was a piece of crap, and my verdict was very nice. This is the Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you later.